All right, next up tonight, we got a dual case finest break. Finest baseball did some auctions. Here's your teams. You already know. Leviathan didn't pay, so I'm taking the Marlins and sending them to Jupes or something. I don't know. Please pay for your auctions after you win them. That helps keep the break going. I know Leviathan, so I'm not going to cancel his account. I have canceled people's accounts for that before. Hoping he just didn't know that he won it. Find out. We can't have that. Just don't bid if you don't want to pay for it. Let's stack them up. Oh, look at that. They all stayed. So I'll do all the top. So you know which case is which, all the top 8. Base Superfractor bounty is still in effect. What is Saxton trying to grow little sideburns? What is that?
Yeah, weird.
I'm surprised how much how much TV time Baron Corbin gets.
Yeah, it's weird.
I thought after the whole like Raw Constable thing, maybe he would go away for a while, but he's always on. He's a good heel. What happened with Corbin? He's mad that something happened. They cheated. We don't have the sound on. Oh, is that Bob Lashley coming out? Chris Sale, card number 110. Purple and Duhar. And a Justice Sheffield Orange Wave Finest First Auto is our first hit. Tim. Oh, he wants a rematch. Yeah, any day now that's going to be fixed, but not today apparently. It's supposed to be done Saturday, then Sunday, then Monday, then Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday, then today. Brandon Lowe, Cranky Yankee Rays. Someday, in the next weeks or months, the cart battles will be a thing of the past. Well, there'll still be people who put spots in their card, and if they don't check out in 3 minutes, they'll be released to everybody, but it's not going to stop everybody like it does now. Was that an arm wrestling match? Well, that looked like a real punch. Blue Tatis Jr. rookie. GG. Weird, the autographs are in the last pack of these. Not always like that, are they?
No, I think it switches.
Oh, man. An orange Rizzo. Melts my phone. What's up, Spedman? Green Tim Anderson to 99. Pete Alonso. Oh my gosh. AJ, your Mets. Got one already. Griffey, what up? Yes, the cart system sucks. That's what I was just saying, Needle. I'm sorry, it's terrible. We thought we had to fix like 5 times this week, and it's still giving us problems. The news today was that the team things were working, but then that made the regular random or drafted not work, and then you had to go back and figure out why. It's just a mess. It's close though. Well, it's all this. It's not really the server. It's the default setting. Mariano Rivera. The default setting is whoever goes to PayPal and pays first gets the spots. But you guys do it so fast that what happens is the website, like since the payment hasn't come back from PayPal, Loriano Purple, the website still says there's some in stock while like 4 people are paying. And then it lets all the payments come through, and then we have like -1 or -2 or -3 spots. Brandon Nimmo, I haven't even seen him this year. AJ. Greenwave. So that got really annoying because I'd have to email 2 or 3 people who not only got a spot and paid for it and got an email saying that they got a spot. They think they're in the break, and then I have to say like, oh, you bought the last one, and I have to refund their money, and they get really mad. So I stupidly thought, well, maybe people will be less mad if they're not even able to buy a spot unless there's spots available. Kevin Newman, 104. But that doesn't work either yet. Yeah, it did make people really mad. I used to get emails, because somehow it would happen to like the same people. They're like, hey, sorry again, but you got the 31st spot again, and I have to refund you. And they'd be like, all right, I quit. Because if you buy a spot and you think you have a spot, then you're not going to try and buy more. You know, you'd be like, okay, cool, I got my spot. I'm going back to my job or whatever. Danny Jansen, JG. I'll go back to whatever else I was doing, and then you get an email from me like, oh, by the way, you're not in the break.
Yeah, that would be frustrating.
Sucks. So we found this little thing that this program someone wrote that's supposed to make it so if you have it in your cart, it's yours until you buy it. But you guys add spots to the cart so fast that it can't even calculate like who did it first. So then it just goes like, no. Adama's blue. But Todd has figured out a way where it knows who added it before someone else and tells the other person you can't buy it and removes it from their cart so that first person who actually did get them can pay instead of being stuck forever. It's just we can't get it all the way working yet. It's close. Yeah, then they all leave, exactly. Chance Adams, blue rookie autograph for the Yankees. Tim. Brian Anderson, purple. Oriana refractor. Doel Lugo for the Tigers. Hippie. But if I post a basketball, football, or hockey break, no problems at all. Smooth as whatever is smooth. Baby's bottom. Everything works great. Purple Salvador Perez. Someone's going to get that freaking super bounty any day now. Yeah, it's just baseball. I don't know if you guys believe me, but I showed screenshots. There's 190 people. What was it?
That was Definitive morning, yeah.
Definitive, I posted 25 spots, box breaks of Definitive. There was 190 people trying to buy spots at the same time. There's no way. Like, it just doesn't. I have just a little website here. I don't have the Amazon's website. Finest autograph gold refractor. Oh, wow. Gold Vlad. JG, look at that thing. That's awesome. Yeah, no, JG, I'm glad you sent that email, because you know what I did with that email? Besides printing it out and throwing it away. No, I was joking. I used that email. And I used that to help try to get Todd to understand how frustrating it is for everybody. I was like, see? Taylor Ward to 50. I was like, Todd, JG's like one of my best customers. He loves everything here, and he's going to quit forever if you don't get this fixed. And I'll find you. Steven Duggar Green. Put it in the file. Vlad rookie. I said, Todd, important people are really upset. And nice Bregman. AG. Is that the first Bregman we've got?
I think so.
This case is pretty good. New stuff. Orange Rizzo. I mean, of course, you know, the best case scenario, once we get this working correctly, what's going to happen is it'll just be sold out so fast. So it's not like anyone...
Yeah.
People are still not going to get spots.
There's still only going to be 30 spots a break.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. I'm just hoping it's done quickly and fairly so that you're like, all right, I didn't get it, and it's gone. So you don't have to sit there and fight in the cart for 20 minutes. It's kind of like Shopify Needle. It's the default for the software of my website, which is WooCommerce, which is like the biggest platform for... Had I known that we were going to be like this one day, I may have just had someone build a custom website for me from the very beginning. But the investment of that from the start would have been too much. I couldn't afford it. Tens of thousands of dollars probably. Lindor blue. So I went with like the, you know, kind of the, not exactly free, but you know. And then we've been making all these. Oh, Jeff McNeil finest first. AJ Metz. Alonzo, McNeil. What do they call that when you start a business with nothing? Not bootstrap. Shoestring.
On a shoestring budget.
Yeah. I didn't have any budget when I started. Yeah, dangerous. Stupid. Soda refractor. Yeah, Braun looks way stronger than he used to.
Mm-hmm. His arms are like,
Yeah.
they're defined and gigantic.
Tukey Toussaint. Blaker. Is that a new name? Is Blaker here?
I think that is within the last week or so.
Dang, Blaker comes out of nowhere and gets the Braves. Hope we can get him in Acuna too. Yeah. You know, I always knew that. I don't know the exact stat, but you know, you always hear that growing up that like most businesses fail within 2 years, and then you think like, man, it's really hard to start a business, and it is. But it's also just that like 9 out of 10 people are really dumb. I'm not saying I'm really smart. I'm just saying like at least 4 of those 10 businesses are run by complete incompetent
Just
idiots.
people who have no chance to ever run a business.
Yeah. Or they just pick a business that's just stupid from the very start.
Well, you started this when you like had a job. You know, you built it from a.
Bellinger Purple.
It's not like you were like, all right, I'm going to go to the bank and get a gigantic loan.
No.
And just.
Yeah, I started part-time while I worked full-time, and then when it got full-time, I worked part-time at my other job, and then I finally quit. And also, I'm not a real business. This is the fakest. Sports cards is not actually.
Yeah, and we're not making it.
Corbin Burns. JG. Gold Buxton to 50. Yeah, exactly, Nico. It's like that. Yeah. If ever there was a business owner who probably could relax, it would be me. And I still can't relax.
Not even a little bit.
No, I'm less relaxed than I was when I started. Even after doing this for whatever, 7 years almost. Geez, 7 years. I still, like a night like tonight sometimes where like a lot of breaks aren't filling, I'm like, well, that's it. It's over. It's done. Close up everything. Oh, Andujar Gold Origins. Have we even had a gold origin? Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not very many, though.
We had oranges, I think.
Yeah.
We had like 1 or 2 orange origins.
Orange Origins.
Maybe even I bet we had an Andujar orange origins.
My real job, I was an analyst for the state of California. Semi-annual closing up shop. It
like
used
bi-monthly.
Yeah, it used to be weekly, and then it went to like monthly. Now it's back to bi-monthly. That's what's crazy though. It's like if I don't post the right stuff, no one buys it, and it's not like you guys will just buy it. Like I can just throw whatever breaks up and they all fill. You'd probably think that.
And believe it or not, even me telling him it's going to be okay doesn't.
No.
That doesn't make it go away.
No, nothing. I used to talk about what? I actually kind of enjoyed my first job at the state because I was doing school funding grants stuff, and it was kind of fun. It wasn't fun, but Rizzo Blue. I would be assigned like a region or a county. I started with like what's the one in the Bay Area? Oh, you don't know this area. I had
Alameda County.
I did have Alameda. I had Alameda, Contra Costa. Actually, those are two of the bigger ones. Fran Mil Reyes to 150. JG, Blue. I had Alameda, Marin, all those over there. Oakland was one I didn't have. God, now I can't remember. I think I started with Contra Costa only. It was kind of littler. Then I got like all those ones, Oakland and stuff. But I used to have to go down and look at like old schools, and they would say like, "Oh, we need this for this," and I have to verify like how many portable classrooms. There's like a ratio. If you had like this many portables, you get money to build more permanent structures. And it was kind of interesting because schools would have to apply and prove stuff, and then we'd have to like review it, and they'd be like, "Sorry, you can't get this money because you don't have this, you don't meet this, that, that." So you actually have to like read and analyze a little bit. And Torrey Hunter for the Twins. JG. I kind of liked reading law. That's the end of that case. I liked reading the law stuff and trying to figure out, like, because they would make the law, the like bond or whatever, and then our office had to make the regulations. And when we made the regulations, because the law would just say these like general things, and then we'd have to have these meetings with like all these stupid contractor groups, you know, because they would want us to like, they just want money.
Right.
They want it to be easier to like for the schools to get money to build stuff so they can make money. So it was like this battle of like, no, we don't think that it means that. And they'd be like, no, I think they meant this. And then I don't know, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's boring, but. And then eventually I got San Bernardino County, which is bigger. And before I left, there was like LAUSD, Unified School District, is like, it's the amount of people that work in it is like the size of like a government in most cities. And I think there were like 3 or 4 or 5 people in my office that had different parts of LA, and I had one of them, Matt Olson. Gold.
If you get the 6 blocks of...
Yeah. And they get all the money. Like,
yeah.
If there's a bond that's passed for like, whatever, $6 billion, they get like $5 billion of it. Or more. Kyle Wright. Braves rookie pitchers. Every school is old. Or, you know, there's just so many old schools that have nothing. And as we all know, the more money you put into the school buildings, the better the students do. Lindor, purple. Doesn't really have much to do with teaching or parents of the kids making education a priority. It's just if you have shiny windows and.
Well, it is nice if the kids aren't packed into classrooms and.
Well, yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Just excuses on me. It's just a crutch. I used to share a seat with 3 other kids.
Yeah.
My elementary school.
Oh, you want a different classroom for every grade now.
NBA 2K19 is $3. Wow. Yeah, I might have to buy that. Tim Anderson blue for the White Sox. Anyway, since I'm telling my whole prior work story, I'll just finish it. The reason I say that job was interesting is because I got frustrated because I could never get promoted there because they had a hiring freeze, and like And then people who had been there for like 20 years that couldn't even do any work got promoted over me because they're old and they had friends. So then I left that place and went to this other place doing, it was the fleet, like taking care of the cars for the state of California, and all these, like the hybrid stuff was going crazy at that time. They're trying to replace a lot of the state cars with electric or hybrid, so, you know, lead by example, that kind of thing. And it was the most boring thing of all time. Because there was no law. There was like one guy in the office that somehow made stuff up. And like I'd get a question from one of the places about something and be like, does anyone know? And they'd be like, oh, you have to go ask Rick. He like knows all that stuff. I'm like, so there's no like, handbook or regulations or... It sucked. I hated it. And that's when I started this. And at least with the school stuff, it felt like I was helping some people build some or fix up schools. This was like someone in some division, instead of having a 90-something Taurus, they got like maybe got a better car for their pointless trips. Oh man. I'm bored just talking about that job. Danny Jansen. JG.
Yeah, my first job out of college was great, but pennies.
Yeah, you had a cool job. There's no money in it anymore. Zach Granky Green.
Certainly not at that level. When you have to work two jobs, you know that if you have two jobs, you don't have one. It's like quarterbacks.
Yeah. That's the only thing about this I don't like, is that I don't feel like I'm really helping anybody.
You're helping me.
Yeah, I guess. Some people are happy sometimes. Air Judge Refractor. I mean, I guess I'm probably helping Red Raider. Who the hell knows where he'd be right now?
Yeah.
He'd be on the streets if it weren't for these breaks every night. David Fletcher.
Was he the one that
JG.
I saw a video? One of the YouTube comments is like, oh, awesome David Fletcher. He's like
I didn't see that.
He's like one of the most underrated players and my favorite guy.
The Fence Saga. Yesterday they sent us a estimate for the fence. Just like I said, and I never talked to them, and they went in the backyard and did it like I said they would. They don't want to talk to me. They're glad I didn't come out. Anyway. Severino, 119.
We've been over that.
We've been all through this.
That ground is well trod.
No, I know people enjoy watching it. That's cool. I just don't really see it. You know, you guys are just like words on a screen. No one's... I mean, I guess I get to meet some... I've met Jules and a couple people, but for the most part, I don't see the smiles on your faces. To me, it just feels like Omni and I are sitting in a perfectly air-conditioned office building.
I shudder to think what it was like before I was sitting here. Then it was really all words on a screen.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I do love crowds. Justice Sheffield, finest first. Yeah. Yes, I did meet Cove, that's true. Joey Gallo. I've met quite a few of you guys. unfortunately, it's usually at the National or someplace where I'm not really
in the mood to be
enjoying myself. Yeah.
Well, the good thing about that is Jules is usually there too.
Yeah.
So
that's true. Jules, the face of CSB. Yeah.
So there's somebody there to tell the people that it's not their fault that you have.
Yeah. All right, Griffey. Griffey's like, this place is freaking depressing. Jesus. Francisco Lindor. Origins, Tim. You're Indians. Funnel cakes. Yeah, that's a nice Lindor.
Second only to elephant ears and carnival snacks.
But in case you're wondering if I ever had a real job, I actually did work for Apple for a year and a half, selling computers and iPods. That was a real job, real corporate job. I saw people get fired every day. They'd be working and then they would come over and like escort them out of the building.
Because the numbers weren't good, or
just I don't even know. Yeah, it was harsh.
Yeah, it'd be weird to work for like a giant corporation that just like doesn't care about you at all.
It sucked.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I'm sure I've said this before, but Zuna, when I first started, it was awesome, and then they hired this like a guy that came from the banking industry to run the call center, and it was like super corporate. They were like, they had scripts for us to read and stuff, and before that, there was nothing like that.
Yeah.
They were just like, oh, just try to help people buy computers because we have the website where everyone buys them, and this is just like for people who want to call in and talk to a person. It's like 5% of their sales.
Yeah.
It didn't even matter. And they already have all the money in the world.
Right.
And then they turn it into like a sweatshop. Jeff McNeil Blue. Hey, Jay. It's been some Mets.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like some corporate bureaucracy that's just needless. And
Trevor Story Purple. It used to be like a bunch of computer nerds enjoyed working there, and they didn't really care how much you sold. I mean, you got paid on commission, so it was like,
yeah.
Well, if you don't sell anything, you don't make any money. And you get a small base salary, and it's like, I mean, if someone sucked at selling stuff, they fire them. That makes sense. Oh yeah, Gidmaster, I'm gonna send out emails tomorrow about that. I didn't get a chance to today, but I'll get it all straightened out for you. Don't have to do anything yet. Jake Bowers. Cranky Yankee Rays.
We might have a banger coming up here.
What do you mean?
A good.
Oh, you're just feeling it?
A good one, yeah.
Okay.
Feels like we're due for it.
Yeah, there hasn't been much yet in this case, huh?
The Lindor was nice.
Yeah. You know what's funny at Apple is like, so there's a big call center with a bunch of cubicles, and you have your phone and your computer and everything. And then there was like the two head nerds that knew like everything about every Apple thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
And like if you had a call from someone wanted to buy something, they asked you like a technical question that you couldn't answer. You'd be like, oh, hold on, I'm gonna, bring in our whatever they were called. I can't remember what they were called. And those two guys were like after I worked there for a while, they were a little nicer to me, but they were like, God, they just acted like they were the kings of all nerds.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, we're all nerds here. You don't have to do this. And he, like, if he was like in charge of when nerds are get power with a bunch of like jocks later in life. Yeah, that's cool. Like pay them back, but like we're all nerds here. Like
you're just rubbing it in the faces of people who were just like you.
Yeah, exactly. That's when I learned at 20 years old that doesn't matter. Power just makes people annoying like that, no matter what. Even if they're king of nerds, they still think they're king. Doel Lugo. Hippie. So every match has to have a guy interfering. Has there been a match without an interference? Just like a clean win?
Like, not in the history of the company.
No way. Yeah, there has. Not every guy has his person on the outside of...
No.
It was like Kofi really needs to cheat to beat... What's his name?
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler. We must be getting to the main event. We still have the 50-man thing. Kopech to 150 blue.
Yeah, that might have been... That was a title match. That might have been the last of the non-Battle Royal matches.
Orange Santana Prize Performers. HD Ninja. The Wall. Do whatever you want. Name whatever you want. That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. Saxton really is trying to grow sideburns for some reason. Well, NBA Finals are going to start. We don't have time for all that.
Oh, yeah.
Dang, I guess we'll have to miss that Undertaker Goldberg thriller. Weird, all the baseball filled right away before the other two.
Before all the other stuff.
Actually, the other one, Bowman's best is baseball. I just don't like it anymore. Juan Soto, purple. Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah. I like Dolph Ziggler. You don't like him? Jose Martinez. I like him. JMBBB or Cardinals? Cardinals have 1,000 hits. Is that the first Cardinals?
It might be.
Jeez. Ziggler's good on the mic.
He's like the kind of guy that the company's like, you have to have. He wrestles all the time, doesn't he? And like, he can be in a feud with anybody. And
yeah. Go ahead.
Like a Phil Hartman on SNL type. Plays a lot of characters.
I wonder how much longer they let Kofi have the title. Mariano Rivera find his careers again. First cards hit. They might have like the 4th or 5th most hits, I think. Orange Starlin Castro. I can't get JMBB anything anymore. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why this job sucks sometimes. And meanwhile, there's 15 Jeff McNeils. AJ. On the injured list. Who do you like, Blackjack? probably a big Roman Reigns guy. AJ, yeah, he's awesome. What's not to like about AJ? Robbie Cano Green. That's probably my favorite wrestling video I've ever watched, is that the first time AJ came out. Urias Orange Finest first. GG. Bases loaded for Christian Yelich. Uh-oh. What are they on? Like what? Psychedelics? Is it Bare Naked Ladies or something? Matt Olson, purple. Three-armed guitar. Three-neck guitar? Four people strumming it. Brandon Lowe, refractor for the Rays. Cranky Yankee. The only person who ever played a dual-neck guitar that was cool is Jimmy Page. No one else. Even that wasn't cool. Wow, that guy's going gray early. Unless your name is Jimmy Page, don't play a guitar with two necks. Oh, the Eagles. No, I'm not allowing that. I don't like the Eagles. Man, I had a rough day. I hate the freaking Eagles. Alright, last box, dang it. Tatis, purple rookie. Two Urias is in there. Come on, super. Justice Sheffield, Green Wave auto for the Yankees, Tim. Jimi Hendrix could do anything. Chris Bryant, blue. But he just knew it was way cooler to have a white, an off-white Strat. Left-handed upside down. Did he actually... He didn't actually play a left-handed Strat. He always played a right-handed one strung the other way, right? Oh, here it comes. Here they come. Who's that guy?
Who are any of these? 50 of them.
Is that when you really know, like when you're walking out, you're like, man, I'm just one of 50 dorks.
Yeah.
Mariano Rivera.
There's somebody we know.
Bobby Roode. The Usos are in it? Awesome! Gold Scherzer. That was the coolest thing at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. in Cleveland, seeing the Jimi Hendrix and Beatles stuff. God, it's so awesome. And Tukey Toussaint. Laker. Dang, I was hoping for a Acuna for Blaker's first break since he went big with the Braves. Oh, is Braun in there? Yeah. Gee, I wonder who's going to win. Oh, Samoa Joe. All right, here recap.
Oh, yeah. We did have that one awesome hit. I forgot about that. The gold flat.
Yeah, that was the biggest hit yet. Well, besides the Christian Yelich. I wonder what would sell for more. Yelich Super, Gold, Yelich.
Probably the Vlad.
A Vlad Gold more than a Yelich Super Auto.
I think so. Maybe not.
I don't think so. Rizzo Orange. Urias Orange, finest first. Sheffield Orange Wave, finest first. There's the Vlad Gold. That's a good one. McNeil Green, finest first. Justice Sheffield Green Wave. Fletcher Green Wave, firsts. Nimmo. McNeil Blue. Tim Anderson Blue. Reyes Blue. Adams Blue. Toussaint, Brandon Lowe. Martinez, Lugo, Bowers. Sheffield, finest first. Jansen, Kyle Wright. Torrey Hunter, Corbin Burns. Tukey Toussaint. Jeff McNeil, finest first. Alex Bregman. Doel Lugo, Danny Jansen. Pete Alonso. Brandon Lowe. Orange Prize Performers. Carlos Santana. Lindor Origins and a Gold and Duhar Origins. Green Mist. Oh, Elias. And then here's your color. No reds in 2 cases.
Yeah, no.
Dang. I don't remember any like rookie color of Kopech blue.
There was some Tatis.
Tatis blue, Tatis purple. No Rowdy Tellez autographs in 2 cases? I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah.
I've seen everything. Hot rookies. 2 Vlads. Eloy with a refractor. There's so many more of the other rookies in Vlad. 8. Yeah, about 8 of everyone else. All right.